There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the Name.
Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino is the Name, and in this video, I kind of wanted to go back and discuss passport bros yet again. I did a video previously, and it kind of created a lot of questions. People hitting me up directly, asking me more about it and how I feel about it. And so, in case you don't know, passport bros are basically guys who are looking for a wife or looking for a significant other. So they're traveling to other countries. They're leaving the United States because they don't like, I guess, the mentality and the culture of women from the United States. So they're traveling abroad to other countries such as the Philippines and other countries like that to find wives because they are looking for, I guess, a whatever somebody may consider a traditional spouse, a woman who I guess is going to cater to their needs, women who are looking to settle down in whatever idealism they have for what a woman is supposed to be and is supposed to do in a relationship. So they're traveling abroad to find these women, and on the flip side, the Western women are so upset. Well, many of them are. Not all of them are. Some of them like, hey, I don't care what you do. Go do what you do. But there has been a lot of women who have, I guess, felt as though those men are lame for doing this, and they have a lot of issues with the fact that they also, too, themselves here in America want to be wives, but they're losing a lot of those idealistic, I guess, guys to those type of situations where they're deciding to just get the passport and maybe go work a remote job over there. They fly over to another country. They get out into the general public. They meet women, and they're marrying them. And from what I'm seeing, the women are very, I guess, elegant. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them are very elegant, very submissive, I guess you can say. And I guess it kind of made it even worse because at first the women here were saying things like, oh, those women, you know, you're going to go find those women who can't read and write. And then when they see these women now and they aren't what, I guess, the concept of what they thought they would be, and they are actually, many of them are great catches, especially for some of these guys, because these guys, not all of them, but some of these guys, wouldn't have a chance with a woman like that here in America. So I just wanted to kind of just address a few of these things because me personally, after seeing, you know, the back and forth about everything, you know, because the guys are kind of, you know, I want to say they're disrespecting. Well, I guess it did. It kind of did turn into that. The guys, the passport bros are like, wait, you know, after it's kind of like a back and forth because the guys are attacking the Western women. So, of course, they feel insulted, right? Because they're saying, you know, not all the passport bros are saying this, but because it's okay to not agree with, I guess, a certain type of culture or a certain, I guess, mentality, right? It's okay to disagree with that. But it's when each side gets to nitpicking about, oh, this and this and this and this. You know, the guys get to saying that, you know, Western women, you know, aren't faithful or things like that, or, you know, they care about money and this and that. So they get to bottling all of these different women up into a certain category, and it's not really fair to the whole, you know, group, but, you know, it's believed that there's a certain mentality, a certain idealism that Western women share and, you know, women who aren't Western share. So So then the women, of course, being insulted, they turn around and they insult, to be told, hey, you're not wife material for me, makes them feel insulted because, well, it's insulting, I guess, So that happens. And then they insult the guys and they say, oh, you lame and, this and that and, you're a pedophile or whatever all kind of stuff they say. So they get to going back and forth and both sides are being disrespected. Me personally, I don't really care what anybody does. Bro, hey, if you want to go overseas and, the women over there like you better or treat you better than the women here from your perspective, do what works best for you. This is your life, and ladies, this is your life. If you don't like what, if whatever you want to do, you do that. You do that too, If you want a certain type of guy, don't worry about those guys. They ain't the guy for you, That's, do what you got to do. Do what you want, because I really do think that both sides do what is in their own individual benefit, like the women here, like if you were saying the stereotype or whatever, the women here, they stick to what, they have their categories of things that a man must do this, man must do that, and they have what they want and they desire. And so it's nothing wrong with either side deciding that they want a certain thing or anything like that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Like, it's less guys who you would have to go through to figure out that they aren't for you because they don't believe in doing certain things. And so, the pool, and yeah, it might be less men, but it's more men who, well, you have a higher percentage of finding the guy you possibly want because the other guys ain't even gonna be here, I guess. I don't know. There's always more than one way to look at it. That's all I'm saying. But we don't have to get into the negative talks back and forth, I guess, because it only creates further issue. But I was just watching a video where a lady said to be rich in the Philippines is, well, she was interviewing people on the street, and she was asking the Filipino people from the Philippines, how much would be considered rich here in the Philippines, and many of them said $1,000 a month would be considered like rich to them. If you made $1,000 a month, or you had a residual $1,000 a month, you'd be rich in the Philippines. You could live like a rich person. They consider that rich. $1,000 a month in the Philippines in 2023 would be considered rich. So if you're American, you're a retired person or whatever, let's just say my VA check is like $2,000 or some dollars right now, right? I can move to the Philippines, never have to work again. And live better than even what's considered twice as good as what some people consider rich. I got $2,000 coming in every month. So I could move to the Philippines, and we know how people respond to rich people, right? We know, even here in America, if somebody had 20 million and they would consider rich, and we would consider that rich here in America, we know the kind of opportunities they would have with women, right? We get it, all right? So it's the same kind of thing, except for, I guess, there's less judgment. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know what's going on over there. But anyway, I just want to come on here because the video had a lot of different back and forth. A lot of people been hitting me up, asking me my opinion. I really think whatever was working for you, this was working for you. I don't see a problem with it. Anyway, right now you're watching Casino Is the Name. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we out. I was always focused on the money. I started with nothing. I was born to be an entrepreneur. I'm a real estate investor. Had my own trucking authority. Multiple college degrees. Ex-military. I'm an author. Motivational speaker. Not to mention I'm an accountant. But with all the things that I've done, it was government contracts that truly made me rich.
Yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino is the Name, and if you wanted to know how I started my trucking business, I have an ebook called Big Shot, Hot Shot Volume 1, Own Your Trucking Authority. It's a great book, 5-star reviews. The link will be in the description below. Go get that. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty. Me and
her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she said, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap.
You say you want to be successful, but what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I caught the bus at Basin Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the Name.